Okay, so this is the final epoxy layer, I believe. I have put the epoxy with the black dye, carbon fiber, epoxied, sanded, nibbed everything out, all trimmed it up, made it nice. Then I cleaned it up with dentured alcohol. I then put 3 layers of epoxy, and the honeycomb, the edge of this is raised above the rest of the fabric. So I went ahead and sanded it down with the 120. Again, this entire time I've been using 120. I didn't get it completely smooth because the epoxy is self-leveling, okay? After that, I cleaned it again with dentured alcohol, and then I did a layer of epoxy. And when you sand it, it's going to get all foggy and look nasty and everything else, even after you wipe it down, but that's what you want. You want those deep gouges and scratches in each layer of epoxy as you're sanding. That's what helps the next layer of epoxy adhere and fuse to the previous layer of epoxy. If you don't get that good sand, like you use 1500 and polish it out and looks all glass smooth, the next layer is not going to stick to the previous layer. So don't get all tripped out, because this looked like acid etched glass before I put this layer of epoxy on. And all my friends were like, dude, what'd you do? It looked so nice before. But anyways, you can see now, it's pretty smooth. So that almost looks like this smooth. Those diffuse are actually going to be smoother than this is. So tomorrow when I get off work, 24 hours to cure, right? It says 8 to sand and polish and stuff, so I usually give it like 16, 18 hours. I mean, realistically, I've got so much stuff to do tomorrow, I probably won't even get around to polishing it and stuff till this weekend. I got my son's birthday is Friday the 13th, so I've got 2 more wing stiffies coming, because last night my daughter dropped this one and it snapped that off, so I actually epoxied it back on, and then I sanded the epoxy all out, so now it looks clean and smooth again and everything. And I made sure to hit it with some extra epoxy today, just to try and help it out. Hopefully that doesn't change. I made sure this angle, that angle, is still the same. It was a little, and that it's straight this way and that way, so it shouldn't do anything, but I do have to drill a hole through that lip piece and then a hole through here where the screws go in the wing, so we'll see. Anyways, yeah, so this is part 3. Part 4 will be, I'll just kind of do a quick little video of me staging through the different sandpapers. So, if this is smooth enough when it's done dried and everything, I'll go through and clean the bottom up and then the top up and everything, get it nice and leveled, and then I'll polish it out. This, where the carbon fiber is, should be all self-leveled and everything, and I should just be able to start polishing at like 300-400 grit, and then I'll take it all the way up to 3000 grit, and then I'll buff and polish. So yeah, The black part though, I'm kind of debating. It kind of looks cool, that like matte color, so maybe I'll tape it off and I'll spray it with a matte clear. And that way it kind of looks like that. And then the sides will be all like this and glossy and shiny. Because I've got some clear coat to hit that with so the UV light doesn't wreck the epoxy. That's another thing. So once you get this all sanded, buffed, and polished and pretty and everything, you gotta hit it with the clear coat, like some 2K clear coat or something like that, automotive grade clear coat, because that's going to be UV resistant and everything, right? So you don't want to just go get some like Krylon or whatever rattle can bullshit. You can actually go to like a paint store and get them to put some clear coat in a rattle can for you, and then you could spray it with that. That would be totally fine too. So just don't go through all this hard work and days of sanding and epoxying just to ruin it on the clear coat because you wanted to buy a $4 can of rattle from Walmart or whatever, you know. Anyways, stay tuned. I'll put the fourth one up, is coming next, so the next 3-4 days I'll put the final one on here. Or no, I guess it won't be final, I guess it'll be 5, because I'll sand and buff and get that all ready, clean it up, and then we'll do the clear coat one, I guess, and kind of do a little before and after the clear coat. So, and I'm just gonna go through the hole, loop it through there with some fishing wire, and then I'll spray it on. You can see the depth in that. It looks amazing. This honeycomb fabric from Composite Envisions is just, it's way nicer than this. Like, this honeycomb, sorry, a fly landed on my arm. It just, I don't know, it just, the weave, something about it just doesn't look as amazing as that. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely going to use Composite Envisions from now on for my carbon fiber. And then this is the epoxy that I'm using. It's from System 3 Silver Tip Epoxy Fast Hardener. So your work time with this is maximum, it's between 25 and 35 minutes. After that, the epoxy becomes so sticky and goopy and stuff. So if you're going to use the fast hardener, you probably should be doing a little project like this. I got both the wing splitters done, no problem, but if I was doing something like a carbon fiber hood, I'd have to work real quick. But that's why I got the fast hardener, so that way I could do little stuff like this and the stiffies, and the next is I'm gonna do the box right here. I'm also gonna do the interior, so I'm gonna do the weather seals like this right here. So once I get it down with all the engine bay stuff, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna wrap all that, and then I believe I'm gonna do this in the honeycomb as well. And maybe even do this down here in the honeycomb, so that way it comes all the way around. I really want to do, like, get rid of this plasti dip bullshit that came on the car and do real carbon fiber. There's just there's a lot of angles and pieces and parts, so I might just cut it and fold it down like that, and then leave this plastic in here, and then do the carbon fiber honeycomb out here. The only problem with that is like you won't be able to really get the look of the honeycomb, so because it's so small. Maybe I'll just do that in regular twill weave. So my son, who's turning 6 on Friday, really wants to learn how to do carbon fiber. So I took him onto the website for Composite Envision, and let him pick out the carbon fiber he wanted, and it is like a neon green carbon fiber. But it's not only neon green, but it's camo, so it's like blotchy, like the old school BDU camo. And it's black and green, so it looks sick as hell. I'm gonna get a couple yards of that ordered up, and we're going to make this whole fairing kit and fenders, gas tank, all of it is going to be made with this honeycomb carbon, or not honeycomb, sorry, this neon green and black camouflage carbon fiber. And I have not found a single video of anybody using it or anything. Like, I haven't seen a single product made with it. I see composites selling it constantly, but I don't know if people are making tabletops or what with that. But it's it's like a 6 ounce, so it'll be a little bit tougher to work with. It'll be a little bit harder to form around. But the great thing is because it's a heavier mat, or a heavier weave, it'll be great for this thing. You'll be able to drop it and skid it across the road, and it won't mess it up. It'll actually be pretty freaking strong. So anyways, this is getting pretty long. When I get in this will be a cool project, and my 6-year-old son will be doing it with me, so it'll be like a father-son duo thing. So the carbon fiber may not be exactly perfect, but I'll end up doing the wrap and sticking it down if I don't make a mold. I might just make a mold and do the vacuum bagging on this. I don't know. Probably be wise to do it that way. But maybe I'll just have him do it, epoxy it, and we'll just skin in the bike. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Do the whole bike in the camo and then do like the wind splitter out of the honeycomb or something. Kind of throw it all off. It'd be cool. Alright, see you on part 4.